you are very open about being diagnosed as autistic in adulthood, and you've become an outspoken advocate on the subject, writing and speaking about it. How has the diagnosis changed how you approach your work and your career?
Sure. I would maybe correct one thing, which is I wouldn't say I feel like I'm a successful advocate yet. I'm still very much learning that. So I would say I'm attempting to try to become an advocate for others who have autism or just neurodiverse experiences in their own life, or a diagnosis, but not even necessarily a diagnosis, because as you imply, I have been autistic my whole life, but I've only been diagnosed within the past 2 years. And that was also with me for the past 10 years, telling all of my physicians, I believe I'm autistic. Can you please get me tested for this? And only when I moved to Seattle, and I ended up, just getting Kaiser, and Kaiser sent me immediately to a specialist, and I got diagnosed immediately. So I would say, my advocacy is really for anyone who has similar experiences, not necessarily diagnosis. And to answer your question of how has it changed how I think about work and my career, the first thing I would say that it did is it really helped me understand my strengths and my weaknesses better. And it gave me a lot of historical context for things. So you referenced my role at the startup, for example, at Vanek Digital. A simplistic example for understanding my strengths and my weaknesses. When I was VP of operations, one of my jobs was essentially post-sales work. I ran the development team, and I had to make sure that the customer was happy with us, basically. So I would go sit with the customer and in effect perform a sales activity, right? I would sit there. How are you doing? What's working well? What's not working well? Talk me through this. And after I would do those, I would almost sleep for 2 days. It was very hard for me to do that because meeting new people, being in entirely new experiences that I haven't been in before, pull energy out of me is the simplest way to say it, and make it very hard for me to function normally. I used to think that was a deficiency of skill. I used to think that was a deficiency I could work on. And now with my diagnosis, this and other things, I look at and say, oh, there's a reason I am not naturally great at this. And I don't think even if I were to force myself, I would enjoy this. So it's really helped me lean into who I am. And to be very literal with that, what it's done is it has changed how I think about roles. It has changed how I think about my career. So for example, as you can see probably from my background, I used to be very interested in kind of moving my career up and managing more and more people to the point where I almost got to about 40 direct reports.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, 40 reports total counting.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And after my diagnosis, I've spent a lot of time reflecting on, what do I want to do? Do I want to just be this manager of managers and move it up? And I've been able to figure out through my diagnosis, I love details. I love getting into details. Part of what I did not enjoy about moving up is getting out of details. I should say my autism really enjoys being able to analyze a full vertical slice of work, down to the minute detail, up to the strategy and leadership. And it's allowed me to reflect on myself and say, okay, well, I think I am incredibly happy at a manager or assistant director level. And I think I want to keep my career at that. I don't think I want to move past that. I don't think I have aspirations past that. I want to take a small group of people and I want to make them do fantastic things with me. And that has helped me get a much better idea of not just my strengths, but what I enjoy over time.